Alright guys, so today we're going to talk a little about Dalton's atomic theory. And in particular, we're going to discuss some of the useful insights that he made that we still need for the basis of chemistry, and some of the ways that he went astray. So, let's get started. First, the first part of his theory said that each element is made up of tiny particles called atoms. I'm sure you've heard of these. The atoms of a given element are identical. Chemical compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine with each other. And finally, chemical reactions involve reorganization of the atoms. And of course, we did discuss this in the last video about some of the fundamental chemical laws. So, although the above statements are all true, Dalton was still unable to figure out the correct molecular formula for water. Now, why was that? Well, going in, Dalton knew that the ratio of hydrogen atoms to oxygen atoms in water was 1 to 8 by mass. What Dalton didn't know was that the atomic weight, or the atomic mass, for hydrogen was equal to 1 gram per mole, and atomic weight for oxygen was approximately 16 grams per mole. This was kind of important. What Dalton thought, incorrectly, was that nature would arrange itself into the simplest arrangement possible. He thought that simplest was best. Of course, this was incorrect reasoning, but he didn't really have a lot to go on here. He felt that these atoms would arrange themselves in the simplest manner, therefore H must be 1 gram or 1 part, and oxygen must be 8 parts. Now, of course, what we now know is that the empirical formula aka the simplest ratio of atoms in a molecule does not equal, or is not the same as, the molecular formula. Which is the actual chemical formula of a given compound. Alright, thanks guys.